Alright guys, well, first video, this is how I took apart the VFC stock off of its hinge and hidden wires ability, but it actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, and there was a excellent post on Airsoft Canada that showed you, or at least gave you details of how to do it so the process wasn't blind. To which, if you read the manual, it does tell you that there is this plastic piece and then two pins that hold the stock to the base. So, what you do is when your stock is in the hinge, which is together, these two pins, there's going to be one right here and then one on top, and they're both going to be separated by this. It's a little plastic piece. It's actually flexible and bendy and can tolerate a lot of stress because I had to hammer it really hard to get it through. To which, that's actually how you unhinge it. You go at it with a hammer and a push pin, and you just beat. You go in, you put your little pin pusher, whatever. I used a screwdriver, and I used the biggest hammer I had, and it went to town. This little plastic piece, it goes right in there. You see where those two holes are? Right there. This little plastic piece goes right between them. You just slip it right out, and you don't even need to do that for taking out the hinging. You just take those out, and then once they're out, you just pull out the wires. Make sure you disconnect them from the fuses, but you can just pull them out and then solder on a better gauge. But whenever you reassemble your stock, you just do the process in reverse, but always make sure the red is on top. Positive wire, which is red, is on top. Negative wire is on bottom, so when it configures, it will literally be just like that. So that's very important. Red on top, black on bottom. So that's pretty much all it is. And to reassemble, what I found, I'm not gonna keep disassembling and reassembling my stock, because that's just gonna lead until these pins just fall out freely, and then I have to get a new stock, and that's just wasted money when I can prevent it. But this little plastic piece goes right in there. So basically what I thought of doing was you just put it in, just tuck it in there, you can see it, and then run your wires right through the stock in those holes right where I showed you, clip them together, make sure they're secure, hook them right into where they're supposed to be on the hinges, and that's when you line it right back up, and you take your pins and you hammer them right back together. And I would say, put maybe some, a little bit of super glue, not some like heavy duty something, or thread locker even, because that stuff expands. And, just in case you loosened it, this is plastic, so you just need to make sure that these pins aren't going to fall out, which they are difficult to pull out. Like, you aren't going to pull them out with a pair of needles pliers, no matter how hard you grip them. Trust me, I tried. So you just take, and to put them back together, you just hammer them back in. You just have to be careful with the process. Don't damage anything. You'll know if you're damaging it too much. I mean, this is all common sense. So if you have any more questions, comment below, subscribe, do whatever. But that's how you do the hinging, unhinge, so you can get access to the hidden wires on a VFC SCAR.